When you're looking for amazingly saturated, multicolor background pieces, the best thing to do is to create them yourself. Grab those ink sprays that have been gathering dust on your shelf, and let's get started with an amazing technique. Every technique video is narrated live while I'm doing the technique, so you're getting a real-time view of how the whole process works. Pull out the supplies I'm using and create right along with me, pausing as you need. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. All right, so this technique comes straight from the junk journaling mixed media world, and I've pulled out a whole bunch of ink sprays from my shelf. I've got distress stains, distress oxides, some shimmer sprays, etc. All sorts of great sprays. It doesn't matter what color they are. We're going to mix them together and create some really, really cool saturated looks. So you can use two different kinds of cardstock. I've got mixed media paper here, and I also have Bristol paper. Both of these papers will soak in the ink and it will create a gorgeous, vibrant, saturated look. You can try regular cardstock, but you might not get the same results because we are going to be soaking these up so much that it's kind of like watercolor. However, watercolor paper isn't really quite the right thing for this either. So mixed media paper, Bristol paper, either one will work. We're going to use both today. So you'll also notice I've got my glass mat down. I'm not doing this in a splat box or any kind of spray contained box because I'm going to be moving stuff around a lot. I'm going to be spraying from a lot of different directions. I didn't want to have anything in my way. So in front of me here, I do have a piece of cardboard just to keep some things protected that are in front of me. And then I've got my glass mat down because this is going to be easy to clean. I can just take it to the sink and clean it off when I'm done. All right, so let's get started. I've got this piece of mixed media cardstock here, and like I said, I've got a whole bunch of ink sprays. These do not have to be like colors. They don't have to be analogous. They don't have to look pretty together. I've got salvage patina, and I also have orange. I mean, like, these two not really going to go great together, but when we do this spray technique, they're going to look awesome. So let's start off with the salvage patina. I'm just going to give this a little shake here, and I'm going to start and just really saturate my paper. All right, look at how much I've got on this paper. Next, I'm going to go for some Kitsch Flamingo. This is going to create a nice purple here, which is going to be really great. It's kind of a barrier as well. Cosmic Berry. Pop some of that in there. And then I'm going to add in my oxide spray down towards the bottom here. Look at all this cool stuff that is already happening. All right, I can even still add in that salvage patina on this end here. I'm going to get a green kind of look. This thing is awesome. It is messy. It is just dripping with paint right now. So I'm going to take this second piece here. This is my Bristol piece of cardstock, just to show you guys what they both look like. I'm going to smush them together to grab up some of that ink. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my gosh, this is just so amazing. And it can happen so fast. You do not need to do a whole lot to create something like this. So I'm going to take my paper toweling and I'm just going to smush this down to get some of that excess up. I don't want to rub it because I don't want to mess up all the gorgeous color that is going on here. I mean, look at that. This is stunning. All right, so let me wipe up the space here. See, look, the glass mat works really great for this because I can just wipe this up. Actually, if I had another piece of cardstock, I should just be wiping all of this onto the cardstock and doing some more smushing because I'm going to get a gorgeous look. I'm going to leave this. Just going to do a little bit of pickup, not a whole lot, because I really like the way that this is intense. All right, so if you want to add more to this, we need to let these dry a little bit. So you can either dry them with your heat tool or you can let them dry in the air. All right, so here are our pieces. It took me just about 3 or 4 minutes to dry these up. This is another great reason to use the mixed media or the Bristol paper is that look, they aren't really all sorts of warpy or wonky. The mixed media paper, because it's thinner, did get a little bit of warpage in it, but this is something that will come out easily with just a little bit of weight on top of this to lay it flat. The Bristol paper, however, is going to dry completely flat once it's 100% dry. This page looks awesome, and it retained a lot more of the color. In the mixed media paper, it's soaked in a little bit more, so it looks a little bit less here, but look at the gorgeous, gorgeous color that we've got on this Bristol paper. So we want to add a little bit more to this. You can leave these exactly the way they are. You don't have to do anything more to them. You can die cut them. You can use them for a background. You can add them to a mixed media project. There's so many things that you can do with this gorgeous paper as a start. But if you want to add more, you can. So go for it. Add in a little bit more of that kitsch flamingo. Fill in some of these spaces. Get in some of this layering here. I'm going to add a little bit more of the cosmic berry because there's shimmer in the cosmic berry. So there we go. We can do a little bit more of the salvage patina. Let's add some over here because we started getting this kind of thick there. We will wipe this up. Let's just do that right now because it's got a little bit thick here. But if we add some more of this, we're going to get kind of this purpley color that I'm really, really liking. I'm just dabbing with my paper towel. And look at, I'm getting this gorgeous texture in here too. So all of a sudden now I'm getting texture because I'm using this paper towel. Very, very cool. All right. Again, we can add in some more of the orange. This is the carved pumpkin. This is a distress. So we're going to get that kind of chalky finish in some places now by adding this in. And let's not forget about the gold. So I want to add in just a little bit more. The blue up here. There we go. Again, we can do a little bit of dabbing if we want. Gorgeous. Okay, let's get some gold on here. There. All right, again, we're going to go ahead and let these dry. I'm not even really going to do any more dabbing up. I'm just going to let these dry so that way they get this really gorgeous, intense look. So here we are. After just another few minutes of drying, these pieces are absolutely stunning. Look at the texture that I got here just from the paper toweling. It left some really awesome texture all over these pieces. So this is the mixed media piece. As you can see, it's a little more loose. It will flatten out if I go ahead and put something heavy on top of it. This is going to be perfect to use for die cuts and all sorts of other pieces for card making. This piece here is a little thicker. This is the Bristol piece. It is absolutely stunning. I could cut this out and use it in a piece of mixed media or use it as a whole piece on a one page for like a junk journal or something like that. These are just absolutely gorgeous, and they're going to be the perfect foundation for a really, really fun project. I hope you enjoyed this technique and you add it into your toolbox sometime soon. When you give it a try, share it out on Instagram and tag me at NicoleWatt.Creates. I always love to see what your creative mind is thinking. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today. And until next time, happy crafting.